Let's talk about your career in 2026. The job market right now is just buzzing with a mix of, well, a lot of anxiety, but also some really incredible opportunities. And the reason for all of it? Artificial intelligence. So, in this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and give you a clear guide for navigating this new world. Let's dive in.
Okay, let's just get it out there. This is the big question, right? The one on everyone's mind that kind of keeps us up at night. Is some robot or an AI agent going to come for your desk? Well, the answer is a bit complicated, but it's probably not in the way you think.
So let's start with a reality check. Research from McKinsey found a number that's, well, it's pretty staggering. 57%. That's the percentage of current work hours in the US that could, in theory, be automated by technology that already exists today. Now, this isn't science fiction. It's a real measure of the potential for massive change. It just shows you the sheer scale of the disruption we're looking at. But, and this is important, potential isn't destiny.
Now, what's really interesting is how we can shift from that kind of scary number to a whole new reality. You see, the narrative isn't actually about being replaced. It's about collaboration. It's time to reframe how we're thinking about this and, well, meet our new AI teammates.
The main idea driving this new way of working is called Human in the Loop, or HITL for short. And I know it sounds like just another buzzword, but it's not. It's a framework for creating these powerful, synergistic systems. The AI brings the scale, the speed, the raw computing power, while we, the humans, bring the judgment, the context, and the ethical reasoning. It's all about playing to each other's strengths. And this is a brilliant illustration of what that partnership looks like in the real world. In this workflow for a solar farm, you can see the AI agents monitoring the system's health, while robots handle all the routine stuff like inspections and cleaning. But the human technician, absolutely indispensable. They're overseeing the entire operation, they're validating the AI's diagnostics, and they're handling the really complex repairs that need dexterity and creative problem solving. It's a team.
So if the future really is about collaboration, the next logical question has to be, what skills do you need to be a valuable part of that team? Let's break down the skills that will actually get you paid in 2026.
The job market is kind of splitting into two critical skill sets that have to work hand in hand. On one side, you've got the technical skills, the know-how to build and implement all these new AI systems. But on the other side, you have the deeply human skills that are now more valuable than ever. We're talking about the ability to lead people through rapid change, manage teams, and communicate complex ideas in a simple way.
And if we dive a little deeper into the technical side, an analysis from Coursera points to 5 specific high-income skills that are in huge demand. We're talking data analysis, software engineering, user experience design, or UX, project management, and content creation. These are the practical, job-ready skills that employers are actively hiring for as we speak.
But you absolutely cannot sleep on the human skills. This quote from Dan Roth, LinkedIn's editor-in-chief, is just fascinating. He said they've seen a doubling in job postings asking for storytelling skills in the last year. A doubling. Think about that. In an age of data and algorithms, the ability to weave a compelling narrative, to explain the why behind all the numbers, has become this premium, highly sought-after skill.
Okay, so we know the skills, but where are the jobs? It's so easy to see headlines about tech layoffs and think the whole market is shrinking. The reality is that the growth is just concentrated in a few specific booming sectors.
And the data on this is crystal clear. According to a recent report from Indeed, the tech sector is still showing strong growth, but it is absolutely dwarfed by healthcare. A massive 72% of recent job growth in the United States has come from the healthcare sector alone. It's an incredibly resilient and just rapidly expanding field.
And this quote from a social worker really gets to the heart of why that is. Roles that depend on empathy, on human connection, on emotional intelligence, they are proving to be incredibly resistant to automation. You just can't program a robot to provide genuine human care. So the crucial point here is that care-based jobs aren't just surviving, they're thriving.
And here's another area of just explosive opportunity: cybersecurity. As our world gets more and more digital, the need to protect our data and our systems is absolutely critical. Right now, there is a massive global workforce gap of nearly 5 million jobs, with 700,000 of those open spots right here in the US. This is a field with enormous unmet demand.
So, we've seen the landscape, this new collaborative nature of work, the skills that are in demand, the sectors that are really growing. Now for the most important part. What can you do right now to future-proof your career?
Here's a simple, actionable 3-step plan. First, figure out what you're already great at.
A great way to do this is to just ask people, your colleagues, your friends, hey, what am I good at? Their answers will probably reveal your core skills. Second, master the stories around those skills. Don't just list them on a resume. Have little anecdotes ready that show how you've used them effectively. And finally, never stop learning. Take on a stretch assignment at work, volunteer for a new role, take an online course. The key is to always be actively practicing and gaining new skills.
So let's just end with this. That whole debate about humans versus machines, it's over. It was never about us versus them. The future of work is a partnership. It's about humans working with machines to achieve things that neither of us could ever do alone. So the only real question left is, how are you going to build your partnership?